Hey everybody, welcome back to Richard and Alice. Last I knew, we just got out of prison and we learned a little bit more about Alice's backstory, though I'm sure we all knew that wasn't going to be good. And things up here don't look too good either, so let's take a look around. There's a brick next to a pool of blood. The images that come to mind are not pleasant. Can I get the brick? It's my brick now. Think very carefully before you do anything with that, Richard. What? Oh, nothing. There's a computer. Oh. There's a unit with loads of blinking lights. I think they were triggered by the emergency devices. Looks like we weren't the only ones to activate them. I don't think there's anything I can do here. Alright, let's address the elephant in the room. Well, I think we can safely say he's been hanged, either by himself or someone else. Maybe it's worth seeing if there's anything of use on his person. Let's search the dead man. Let's see if he's got anything useful in his pockets. Aha, what's this? We're awfully nonchalant about just rummaging through this guy's pockets. A pocket mirror? Not quite what I was hoping for. I guess he liked taking care of his appearance. It's a computer terminal. Looks secure. I can't even figure out what the login procedure is. Wow, that's extra secure. I have no idea how to even log into this thing. Any ideas, Alice? How should I know? Fair enough. I assume these laser beams are... Oh, is this a hallway? Can I go left and right? No. Nope, it's the end of the road. There's some scary looking lasers blocking the exit. The lasers are blocking the exit. I'm not going to try walking through them. I hate to think what would happen. So my presumption is that I have to use the mirror on the lasers. That could work, but I'll need more mirrors. Can I go back? Nope. Hey, Alice. It's Alice. Hey. She's got nothing to say. Let's smash something with the brick. Like the unit of lights. Nope. Okay, let's smash the computer with the brick. There's nowhere else to go. And he says he needs more mirrors. But I don't see any mirrored surfaces here. And I can't go anywhere else. Oh, wait. Oh, that was Alice. I can't... There's no way... Oh, what happened here? I wonder if there's anything in the exit door. It's a secure door. It's beyond the lasers. We'll have to deactivate those first. It's a keypad, presumably, for the door. It's beyond the lasers. Oh, how about I smash the mirror with the brick? Let's smash this up a bit. There we go. Right then. Really, Richard? Putting mirrors over the lasers? I thought that only worked in the movies. Not at all. It's a perfectly logical solution. Careful now. Bingo! 1 down, 3 to go. I wonder if, like, cutting lasers, if they do exist to this magnitude, if this place would have them. Okay, I'm gonna do the bottom one, so we don't have to walk back and forth. And then we're gonna do the last laser. Though, technically, we could have done just like the top two, and then crawled under. We made it! It's a secure door. We'll need to use the keypad. Well, what was it? I only need one. Uh-oh. Richard, what are you talking about? Right, okay. Don't freak out, alright? I need to tell you some things. I'm listening. Okay, look. That place I mentioned before I put myself in here, I had a bit of a deal going down. Just something that would make life a tiny bit better for a lot of people. But it went slightly south. I gave myself up so I could lie low until all this blew over. There are people on the outside working on it. Everything's fine, don't worry, but we had a man on the inside, in this place. Are you kidding me? No. The plan always was, if I needed to get out, it wouldn't be too hard. A carelessly unlocked cell, a hack of the keypad, nobody would ever be able to point the finger. This guy has been feeding us access codes for a while. Why? We did deals with this place too. We're actually not far from the storage bunker. It just made things easier if we could slip in and out unnoticed. He'd radio through the code, sometimes we'd come and trade supplies, so naturally when I had the opportunity to turn myself in, it was a relief to know there was a friendly face waiting for me in case I did need to get out in a hurry. Wait, so this entire time you've been in here of your own volition? Well, mostly, yeah. I mean, sure, I wanted to face up to what I'd done, but it's a safe place, too. You know what they say, the safest in the world. I'm thinking, heck yeah, if I knew there was shelter, even if it were a prison, I would go if I were safe and comfortable. What the heck is this deal you're talking about, then? It's not important, really. I'll explain properly when we're out. Just supplies and things. Trading, I mean. Christ, it's not like the government bothers anymore, is it? Okay, fine. Punch in the code and we'll get out of here. So, here's the thing. There's a security exploit in this particular lock system. The way it caches the memory, it's possible to make it so any previous access code works. It's pretty simple. Alright, so do it? Well, that's a problem. I don't recall any of the access codes. It was alright when there was someone else here I could have asked. Right, so we're stuck here. No, hold on, let me think. They're only 8 digits long. I must be able to remember one of them. Think, Richard, think. Richard? Yes? Give me the photo. What? Why? Just give it to me. No, why? I don't think you're in any position to be questioning me, are you? Alice, please, it's all I have. Oh, relax, Richard. I'm not going to destroy it. Okay, but I don't understand. Right, let's have a look. 13182220. Alice. Oh, just shut up and unlock the door, Richard. I'm sick of this place. Alice, how long? Just do it. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, beep, boop, boop. Victory! Oh. We're free. Sort of a bittersweet victory, isn't it? So what now? We should probably talk. We've done a lot of talking, don't you think? Maybe too much. I don't want to talk right now. I think we should. I know. I just don't want to. Alice, you don't seem okay. I mean, I understand, but come on, we're out. I know where we are, I know how to get to safety, and we can work out what to do from there. I know, Richard, it's just, like I say, what now? Back to surviving, barely making it? Back to doing all those awful things we have to do to survive? Alice, listen, when I was a kid, a really young boy, whenever I used to get really down, when I'd feel really hopeless, my father would take me to one side. He liked saying the same thing twice in a row. And do you know what he'd say to me? No. He'd say, Richard, Brussels sprouts survived through the winter. Tomatoes turned to juice. Are you a tomato or a Brussels sprout? And I'd say, Daddy, I'm a Brussels sprout. What? Not even a smile? Well, can't win them all, I guess. Let's just go then. Oh, we're at the lake. You must think I'm a terrible person. I don't think you're a terrible person, Richard. I think the world is a terrible, awful place, and people do terrible things. That isn't what I expected you to say. I didn't think you'd understand. I understood. It's crazy, isn't it, how two lives can collide, like snowflakes falling in the wind, chance encounters, fate, or coincidence? I don't believe in fate, at all. You know that. Neither do I. It wasn't how it must have looked. It really wasn't. The people we took in, they would have survived by themselves. The Polars, they may not have been the nicest of people, but they were providers. They gave them clothes, food, shelter. It could have been worse. A lot worse. And by dealing with them, by trading with them, hell, we helped a whole lot more than we could have done otherwise. That's how you see it? You took away their choice, Richard. They starved to death, you know. Upstairs. What chance did they have then? That wasn't my fault. Oh, God, Alice, you don't understand. I had no choice. It wasn't long after that day in the church. I got tired of running, turned myself in. I wanted to make up for what Jake and Caleb had done. And in the process, get clothes, food, shelter, imprisonment, safety. Sounds familiar. Don't try to paint this as self-sacrifice, Richard. You were hiding from the mess you'd caused. You don't understand. If you say so. It was for Sarah and Joss. The Polars, they made sure my family would be taken care of, like, properly. None of this foraged medicine, none of those scraps of food. They helped me get into the zone. Christ, we would have all got into zones. This one girl, Lucy, she was our ticket. Uh-oh. Caleb and Jake, they messed things up for a lot of people when they killed her. Oh boy. Did Joss know? Did she know what you'd done for Sarah? No, she suspected. Sarah said some of the things after the guys did what they did. Oh boy. Look at this. This guy showed up. This guy. He was looking for Lucy. Before we got to him, he saw Sarah and he told her what we were. He told my little girl her father was a monster. It was over then. They took what I'd provided and left. I deserved it. I know I deserve it. None of us deserve any of this. No, that's right. You don't deserve this. Barney didn't deserve this. Barney, Richard, when you say you got to him, I tried to talk to him, tried to explain. Lucy would have been safe if he'd only listened. The Polars aren't bad people, Alice. They're just men and women like you and me doing what they have to do in order to survive. This whole world is chaos. I wonder about that sometimes. Everything's so chaotic, but we were brought together. Our lives intertwined. We were given a second chance. Is that why you brought me here, Richard? For a second chance? So what? You'll keep me safe? I can be your new bargaining chip? What? Alice, it's not like that. I just wanted to make everything right. Oh, sure, you big, brave men in your desire to right all the wrongs of the world, no matter how many people get hurt in the process. Can you change the weather, Richard? Can you help the people you left to starve? Can you bring Barney back? Don't talk to me about making everything right. I'm sorry. You know me, Alice. You know I'm not a monster, right? Richard? Yeah? Before whatever comes next, before we decide how to proceed, can I ask one thing? Sure. Can I say goodbye? Oh. Okay. I'm like, what happened? I thought something dire happened. I still have no idea who's really buried here. It was, I don't want to know. I'm sorry. In the end, you didn't change anything. Does it really matter where you're rotting? The earth will swallow you no matter where you are. Alice. Hello, sweetheart. I know Mommy hasn't been to visit in a long time, and I'm sorry. I hope you're okay now, Barney. I hope you're warm and not sick, and that you're playing with Daddy. I hope the sun's shining and the snow's all melted and you're looking down, and I hope you're having lots of wonderful adventures with Daddy, and I hope you know that I love you, Barney. I love you so, so much. I will always love you, and I hope you've forgiven me. Mommy will come back and see you soon, Barney. I promise. Oh! What the for real? I buried it here, Richard, with my son, in your daughter's keepsake box. How's that for irony? It's not loaded. Maybe, maybe not. You mentioned only having one bullet. Did I? Memories can be deceiving things, can't they? You know, I just don't quite remember. It's not loaded. I don't see you prepared to take any chances. But you said you understood why I did what I did. Why this? Why now? I understood, Richard. Of course I did. I understood that you made your choices, and now you did what you had to do. We both did. Now surely you can understand me. You're doing what you have to do, but you're wrong, Alice. You don't have to. Wait, don't do this. I can provide you safety, warmth, nourishment. Slavery. No, not for you. You're different. Things are different between us. I'd rather take my chances alone. I won't lie, Richard. You've been a good friend, or at least pretended to be one. But I'm under no illusions. You kept me talking to find out how much I know, to find out how easy it'd be to move on from this. You never cared about me. Alice, it's not actually true. I didn't even know who you were when we started talking. Eventually I realized, of course, but not always. And how long have you known about me? How long have you been deceiving me? First time I saw the photograph. I consider you a friend, Alice, and I'm sorry for what happened. More than you can ever know. I just did what I had to do. And so am I. You'll never survive out there alone. Neither will I. We need each other. But at least we'll die free. What about Barney? Did you let him die free? Did you give him the choice? Screw you, Richard. Screw you. You might not have given him a choice, but you did the right thing for Barney. You know you did. Is what I did so bad? I helped people to live. Sure, they weren't free, but what was the alternative? Dead of hypothermia? The people you saved didn't seem very alive to me. It wasn't my fault. Never is with men like you, is it? Don't you think it haunts me every minute, Alice? What those people went through, how everything fell apart? Just think about this for a minute. Just think. Listen to me. We understand each other. We make a great team. We can get through this. Maybe we do, and maybe we could, and maybe one day, in the distant future, when the snow's melted, we'll see each other again. But I want no more part in this. I want to get away. I don't hate you, Richard, but I'd be lying if I said I could judge you, but I can't stay. Turn around. Oh God, no, please. Oh, relax, Richard. I'm not gonna kill you. Now turn around. Did she kill him? Or just hit him? Did she knock him out? Did she kill him? Oh, okay. Oh, my head. What the? She's knocked him out. Oh, and put him in the shed, apparently. Alice? Alice? And left him with his picture. Dear Richard, we do what we have to do. Say hello to Sarah for me. Alice. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. Did she lock him in? Alice, I'm sorry. What's happening? The music is still very... Oh. Okay. Alright, so, that was Richard and Alice. That game was, as I mentioned earlier, pretty much just me reading an interactive book. Oh, these dots on the screen are messing with my head. So, overall, I thought the game was alright, if you can call it a game. I use the term game loosely. I did like the story, and I will have to sit here and think about it a little bit and consider what happened, and there was a little bit of twist at the end, so that was kind of cool. Final boss. Interesting. I didn't know Final Boss was a title someone could hold. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. I can't say that I liked it, but I can't say that I disliked it. I wouldn't play it again. There are many games I would play again. But I also haven't given up on the whole point-and-click adventure game. I like games that are a lot of reading with twists and whatnot. For example, the Walking Dead series isn't much more. You don't have to read because it's voiced, but it isn't much more than an interactive novel. But The Walking Dead is super interesting, and this was kind of interesting, but I felt like they could have done a lot more with what they had. And I know that this game is old. I'm assuming it's old, based on graphics. It's not fair, I guess. There are a lot of games that come out now that are pixelated, but I don't know. This game could have done more with what it had. That being said, I'm glad that I watched it. I essentially watched it at least once. If you watched it along with me, thanks for sticking around. You are a champion of champions. I promise... I can't make that promise. I was going to promise to play more interesting games in the future, but who knows until I play it. I won't know if it's interesting or not. But thank you for watching, if you did watch, and I hope this didn't turn you off, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!